Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Ethnicgreenliving here, and today I'm excited because I'm here with another homeschool video. In one of my past videos I talked about our summer schedule, and some of you asked me about my homeschooling year-round, and so I want to give you all the juicy details. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you decided to come by. I hope that you will go ahead and subscribe. I have so many more goodies that I will be putting out as well. I have a playlist of over 100 videos, from Montessori setups to, goodness, anything you can think of homeschool related. So that's that. Welcome to my channel. To all my friends and family that are returning, I appreciate you. I love you so much. You know that. Okay. Today I am going to talk about year-round homeschooling. So first, let's just kind of get into why would you want to homeschool year-round? Okay, well, everybody's situation's different. You know, we all have different challenges and things that we face and endure. So for me personally, this about a couple months ago, we moved into this new home. So we missed a little bit of time due to showings, due to preparing to move, moving, settling on one house, then buying another, settling to buy another house. So that was time lost for us. That was our personal situation this year. But this is going on my ninth year of homeschooling, and I have 5 children, okay? So over the course of time, I've had to take breaks because I've added another child to the mix. So that's another reason that you might want to consider homeschooling if you're expecting, if you just had a baby, if you're wanting more kids, if you have custody of a child, or you have some type of custody issue. That's the reason you might want to consider year-round homeschooling. If you are taking care of elderly parents, you guys can fill in your own blanks of why you would want to, but those are just some reasons why people might choose to homeschool year-round. Or if you have a spouse that's about to deploy, or something like that, a spouse is working out of state, it just gives you the flexibility to be able to do what you need to do for your home and for your family first, and then get your schooling taken care of without missing a beat. For example, if your spouse worked Mondays and Tuesdays and you guys purposed in your hearts you wanted to have him there, a part of the homeschooling with you guys, you could homeschool Wednesday through Sunday. And that's what I'm talking about. There's a big level of flexibility that comes here that you may not have if you didn't school year round. So that is why I think year-round homeschooling is so amazing. The ability just to adjust as needed. Okay, so let's talk about getting started. So first, you're going to pick what holidays you want to celebrate, what birthdays or special days. You know, we have lots of people, lots of different religions. You pick those days, and because that's what's important to you, and that's what we're going to celebrate. Everything that you want to celebrate, that's what we're going to celebrate. So once you decide the days that you know you want off, then you can go ahead and start by thinking about your schedule. And so for me, this year, I gave my children an option, or at least my older ones. I said, hey, you know, we can do a 4-day week, Monday through Thursday, and then be off on Friday. Or we can do a 6-week on and 1 week off schedule. Which would you prefer? And the response was, I'd prefer a 6-week on, 1 week off. And I was like, all right, let's do it. But again, I talked about if you had a spouse that worked Monday through Tuesday, you could school Wednesday through Sunday. So there's a lot of different things. If you decided you wanted to take maybe 2 weeks every 12 weeks, that's an option, or 4 weeks, every whatever the case may be, you can decide. So the second thing you're going to do is just pick your how you want to actually schedule. So next, think about so now you've talked about already, okay, so we've talked about the ability to be flexible. We've talked about the holidays and days we want to block off. And then we talked about how we actually want to schedule our day, be it a 4-day week, a 5-day week, a 3-day week. Now let's get into thinking more about your school schedule and see how that is going to work with your year-round homeschooling. And what I mean by that is, will you be schooling seasonally? For example, will you be having light summers, but then, you know, in the fall and in the winter, it's really kind of cold, right? So maybe you want to have soups and fresh breads and be bundled up with the covers doing history, and maybe something like, maybe like a history and science, for example. Okay, well, maybe during the spring, you want to be doing nature studies. So is your schedule going according to season? Because then that's going to be important how you block things off as well. And just to help you make your decision. So I don't want this video to be long, and I don't want it to be super chatty, and I believe in giving you something that's going to be beneficial to you and something that's going to help you. So I am going to let you join me in planning my school year, and I just thought that might be cool. So if you come back soon, I will be doing a review of this planner, but that's all I'm going to say about it for right now. But what I'm going to do is get just a simple 2021 calendar, like the year at a glance one, and I am going to get 4 or 5 gel pens, erasable ink pens, and I'm going to join you back. I'm going to drink some of my water because your girl is trying to get over a gallon per day, and I'm really working on that. So I'm going to drink my water. I'm going to get my calendar, I'm going to get some pens, and we are going to get planning. Okay guys, let's get started. So I just have it side by side, 2020, 2021. I chose 4 color pencils, not particularly for any reason, but I did leave a little space here that I can work around and kind of code. Alright, so we are already past January of 2020. We are actually in July, so I don't need this part right here, okay? And similarly, so we're gonna just do 1 year. So we're gonna do July to July. So I don't need August, September, October, November, December either, okay? So let's just start there. All right, so the next thing is, when is my projected start date? So I think that I want to start July the 20th. So I'm just gonna put here, start. All right, so start July the 20th, all right? So when do I want my holidays to be, okay? All right, well, we're gonna start with July. We'll go ahead to August. Okay, but wait a minute. In September, I have a birthday, Kalani's birthday. I want us to take off on birthdays. So we'll go ahead to September. Okay, I don't have any birthdays in October, November, December, January, February, March. But in April, I have 2 birthdays. I have a birthday on the 9th and I have a birthday on the 28th. So I'm just going ahead and circling all the birthdays. So now that I have those circled, and actually I have another birthday here on the 3rd and one on the 24th. Okay, so I've got all the birthdays. I know some people don't celebrate that, and that's okay. This is just what I'm doing right now for me. All right, so we've got my homeschool start day. We have my birthdays. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I said I wanted to do a 6-week on and a 6-week off schedule. So if we're starting here, then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means that I am going to be wanting to take a break somewhere in this area. Let me just be sure. First week. Okay, so this is 6 weeks on, and then this is going to be 1 week off. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 weeks on, 1 week off. And then, but wait a minute, I didn't mark my holidays yet. And that's okay, because I already know that for my holidays, so I'm just gonna do 7th week. Or also my break week. Okay. So, let's talk about the holidays I wanted to celebrate. I'm gonna go ahead and take these 5 days off here, and I'm going to go ahead and take off these 9 days here and this 1 day there. So this is going to be 9 days here, this is going to be 5 days here, and this is going to be 1 day here. So now I am going to start school this week of July, and then I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna start. I am going to go ahead and go 6 weeks. I'm gonna have a week off for break. I am then gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take another break. Then I'm gonna go 1, 2, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks here and take a break. So I'm not actually taking a 6 week break. I'm not gonna say now, let me take another 2 week break. That's gonna, no. So we're just gonna be the 4 weeks here, okay? So we're gonna start back up and have 1, 2, 3 weeks of school. Then we're gonna go ahead and have a 2 week break. And then we're gonna come back with the last day of January, of course, making it 2 weeks. And then we're just gonna go right back into that same rhythm. I'm not gonna say, well, this was a 2, 3 week, 4 week in between there. No, that's over, it's done. That's something separate. So I'm just gonna go back and just do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then this is the 7th week that we're gonna take off. Then we'll go back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the week that we'll have off. We'll go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll take this week off. And then what I decided is when we take this week off, I don't think we're going to come back. Or if we come back, we'll come back on this 21st or this 31st of May with a party. So it would start July 20th and end May 31st. And if I don't want to have a week and then have a party, then we can just end it on the 21st. Either or. You know, in some ways it's like, okay, let's take a break, a week break, then we can just have a wrap-up party. And some other ways it just makes sense to just end it on the 21st and then not even worry about it. And so for our home, you know, we're going to go ahead and start back up school here in July. I'm not sure for next year. I'm not even on that spot right now. But for the month of June, June is going to be our vacation month. So this is the time when we, you know, can visit family. This is lesson planning. This is just enjoying all those things. So this is cleaning and decorating and ordering supplies and all those things. It's like a reset here in June. So this is how I have set up this upcoming school year. I don't think I'm missing anything. What was important to me was to be off for my children's birthdays. I did take off some holidays. And purple are the weeks that we're taking off. Got my first day of school, my last day of school. And lastly, let's just make sure that we can go ahead and have 36 weeks. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Bam. It is exactly 36 weeks. And what I can do is, for example, if we have like a doctor's appointment, let's say October the 17th, we need to be at a doctor's appointment, or let's say, for example, May the 6th, we have something we need to do. When that 6 weeks come, I can just say, okay, let me cross off the 29th, and then we'll go ahead and make it up in that way, so that we still have our weeks and our days. And that, my friend, is how I plan for year-round homeschool. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, I hope this video was super helpful for you. I hope that me doing it and walking you along the process was really helpful and not like boring and like, why is she talking about this and doing that? Because I really want to make videos that's gonna benefit you guys and that's gonna be helpful. I don't want to just do things and just share something but not necessarily how I'm doing it, so that if you are wanting to implement something like it, or just even know how to start your year, because whether you were homeschooling year-round or not, you still could do this the exact same way. This formula kind of just works for everyone, but this is homeschooling, so that's why I just said that. So if this video was helpful for you, do me a favor and share with one of your friends, and please go ahead and give me like a thumbs up. And the reason why I'm asking you is because there's this weird algorithm thing going on. And so without the likes and the comments and the interactions, my videos don't even make its way to the top. And there are some people who need to know that they have what it takes to homeschool, that their finances aren't limiting them, their skin color isn't limiting them, that there are no restrictions. Having 5 kids or a large family is not restricting them, because I'm here to be your proof. Like, there are no restrictions. This is your show. This is your parade, and you can do things your way. You don't have to fit into a mold or into a box. And so that is what I hope that you guys take away from this. I hope that you leave encouraged, knowing that you got this, that you can do it. And I will be back to see you in the next video. So I'll see you then. I always say here on my channel, you can do a lot with a little. And until next time, blessings.